In this video, I'm going to show you how you can book at least 100 meetings for your SMMA in the next 30 days. Okay, I'm going to show you the exact systems, so the tools, exactly how you can actually implement these today into your business and then automate it so you don't have to do any of the work. And then you can book at least 100 meetings within the next 30 days, guaranteed, because it's free. And if you actually put in the work, you will see the results. So give me a second and I will show you exactly how you can do this. How would I book 100 meetings in the next 30 days for my SMA without having to do any of the work? So number one, you have to first build an offer, right? And rather than making this an offer video and how to do that, I'm going to keep it very, very simple for you. Your offer must be so good people feel silly saying no, okay? And the best framework you can use is achieve X result in Y time or risk reversal, okay? Your niche must have more than 30,000 people in it. So you can simply Google business niche, number of in USA or UK, wherever you are, okay? If it has less than 30,000, you're going to struggle at scale, okay? It's just simple. So 30,000 is the bare minimum. And, you know, if you're in the game of, I just want more appointments and you don't really have a business maybe, and you're just trying to figure out what is the best niche, more than 30,000 is a very good rule of thumb, okay? So let's now break down exactly how you can actually implement the system to get 100 meetings in less than 30 days. So we're going to break it down into LinkedIn, Facebook, cold email, and paid ads, okay? If I was to start a new agency tomorrow, these are the things that I would instantly integrate into that business to get instant results. And I wouldn't want to rely on just one channel because I'm new. I don't know what my audience is going to respond to best, okay? And also I haven't got a lot of cash to just go and optimize paid ads straight away, okay? So first is LinkedIn. You want to go into LinkedIn and you want to make sure you have a LinkedIn account. You should already have that. If you don't, go and do that. Then you can go into a software called Walaxy. Now, Walaxy is going to allow you to set up and automate your connection requests to your audience, okay? I'm not going to do a video on how to use this software because it's very straightforward and they have their own tutorials on how to get started. The idea is that you have something which is doing it for you and you're leveraging the automation to get volume and to get leads / appointments that are going to come straight to you rather than having to cold call, do all of those boring things which you don't want to be doing anymore. So this is what I would do. And it's $130 or so a month. And to be honest, as long as you have it consistently running and you're responding to the leads that you're reaching out to in a timely manner, meaning, you know, within 15 minutes during office working hours, you should in 30 days book at least 10 meetings, and on a good month, 30 or even more than that, okay? Now, the next thing I would do is I would set up Facebook automated DMs, okay? So the one that I used to use is Genius Messenger. This allows you to basically put a Google extension, so a Google Chrome extension, where it will automate, you know, friend requests and messages to start the conversation. So you can actually leave this on the back end, so you don't have to touch your Facebook account whatsoever, and it will just, you know, add 50 people a day into your friends list, and it will start a conversation with those people, okay? So you don't have to do any of the work. All you have to do is find a Facebook group, or 1, 2, or 3 Facebook groups, which has your ideal target in, okay? Your ideal industry niche in. So it could, you literally just type in on Facebook, dentists Facebook group, and you will find people that are dentists in a Facebook group. So it's very, very simple. And then you can have that system going out, friend request, connection, they respond, then you take over, okay? So all of these automations with LinkedIn and Facebook, basically everything is you're automating the first step, getting a response, getting an engagement, a connection, a friend, and then you're going to jump in and finish the conversation, okay? So you have Facebook, that's set up at $47 a month. And again, 10 to 30 meetings a month, easy. As long as you do it every single day and you're responding to leads in a timely manner, you will see results, I promise, okay? Cold email is the third thing I do. So instantly.ai, you've probably heard of that. If you haven't already, it's a great system to actually automate and basically scale your cold email. It's only $97 a month if you want to send up to 100,000 emails every single month. So what I'm not including here is the cost of leads and domains. But again, they have their own free setup tutorial on how to do this. So on how to get these systems set up, it's going to just take you some extra work to go in to these websites and follow their own tutorial. And you can get it all set up in the same day if you're very dedicated, okay? So once cold email is set up, you can expect to book anywhere between 10 and 30 meetings again in the first month. I'm trying to be as conservative as possible. You know, I've seen people book hundreds of meetings in cold email a month, but let's just say 10 to 30 meetings a month in your first month. And again, just got to be responding to the leads that are coming in and doing it consistently, and you will get leads and you will get people that want to speak to you about what your offer is, okay? So remember, it's key to have an offer that people feel silly saying no to so that you can leverage it in your outreach, right? Even if you were the worst salesperson in the world and all you were saying is, hey, James, or hey, name, this is my offer. Are you interested in learning more? And just because you have so much volume, people are obviously going to say no, but people will also say yes. And that yes, I want to know more is a simple, cool, do you have time to chat for 5 minutes today? Here is my calendar link. Please find a time, right? No, don't need to get any more fancy with it than that. If all you're trying to do is simplify your way to booking more meetings, there's obviously really intricate ways and complex ways to have conversations and, use psychology and human behavior. But let's just cut all that out and let's just be honest. Like, does this person want what I have to sell? Yes or no? And with the volume of LinkedIn, Facebook, and cold email, you're going to get a lot of no's, but you're also going to get yeses as well. And it's about turning those yeses into an appointment, right? And then actually having a conversation on the phone or on Zoom and showing them how you can help them, right? So what it is all about. So just having the simple process of being able to actually get in front of your customer is the first step. And that's why this video is so focused on what do you do rather than how to do it better than everyone else. It's volume negates the luck of actually being able to book the appointment. So you've got LinkedIn, you've got Facebook, and now you've got cold email set up. Between those three things, there's no reason why you cannot book at least 30 appointments in your very first month. And if you do not, I promise you it's an offer problem. It's not a volume problem, because you're actually sending so much that it's just that people don't want what you're selling, or there's no interest in it. So that's why you have to make sure your offer is good first. You have to make sure that people will feel silly saying no. And the bigger, the better, right? The better the offer, the more interest you're going to get. So remember that. Don't sleep on your offer, and don't think that just because more volume is going to make it better. It's not. And obviously you can continuously optimize your offer until you're getting more yeses than you can handle. And then obviously you can scale that as well, which we'll talk about in a second. Now, once you've got those three systems, I would also recommend setting up paid advertising on Facebook. And you can even have an image of your offer, literally just a blank image with a black background and yellow text or white text. That's just your offer in bold letters, and then just sending them to a calendar page with the offer above the calendar and book a call now to secure your spot. As long as your offer is what the audience wants, you will book appointments and you will get people that want to speak to you. Okay. So again, this is not how to create the best sales funnel in the world. This is how to get real results in the fastest time possible. And it's all about the offer, and it's all about getting in front of the right people. Okay. So between these four, you're going to be booking a minimum of 40 meetings every day in the first month. Okay. Now you're like, well, James, you said 100 meetings. Well, yeah, of course. So once you've considered that these are at the lowest level possible, so let's say $30 a day on ad spend is booking you 10 meetings a month, right? That's worst case. I have clients that are spending $30 a day and they're booking 100 meetings a month. So it's all relative to your audience, right? But if we're talking about traditional SMMA, there's no reason why you can't spend $1,000 a month on ads and book 10 to 30 meetings easy. Okay. And obviously everything is scalable. So this is the next step on how to go from 40 at worst case scenario to easily over 100 is about scaling the system. Because now what you have is you have an automated system across multiple channels, which is sending ridiculous amount of volume to your audience with a really good offer. You're going to book appointments. Okay. So the way to scale that is once you've booked these 40 appointments, let's say, and you've closed 1, 2, 3, 4 clients, you've got cash and you've proven the profitable system is working for you, you can then afford to go and hire a VA that's going to come in and manage the responses that you're getting whilst also helping you scale the system. So instead of one LinkedIn account, you can have 3, right? Instead of having one Facebook account, you can have 3. Cold email, you can triple the amount of cold emails you're sending. Paid ads, triple the ad spend, right? You're just 3xing to get above 100 appointments, right? And trust me, I've seen people have the bare minimum across these 4 channels, as you can see on the screen, and they're still booking more than 100 appointments a month. So it really depends on your audience and your offer. And that's all that matters, honestly, is who are you targeting and what are you offering them? And if you work on those 2 things, you will get crazy results in the end, because you're just focusing on how can I best serve this audience and how are they going to best respond to me in terms of being interested in what I'm selling. So I'd hire a VA, right? You can find VAs in Facebook groups. Literally type in VA Facebook group and you will find a Facebook group with VAs in it. And you can then put a post saying, I'm looking for a VA to manage my marketing acquisition system, $3 to $5 an hour, whatever it is. You can get them in for $500 for the first month. They then manage all of the leads. So they respond to everyone across all the accounts. You give them an SOP on what to say and how to say it. And you speak to them once a day for the first month, and then they get really, really good at it. And you can continue scaling that system, but also pay them more as you're getting paid more. And then now what you have is a fully automated system that is booking your business appointments without you having to do any of the work. And you can then increase the volume. You can add new channels, right? So you could add Instagram DMs. I just don't know much about that in terms of automating it. You could, hire VAs to cold call to automate it and remove you from that process. But ultimately you could rely on even just one of these channels and scale it with enough volume to easily book 100, 200, 300 appointments a month. The reason why people don't do this is because they get probably a bottleneck in there of not being able to close or, not feeling confident in their offer. So this is all something you have to work on, is that you have to believe in what you sell. And then when you're building an offer, you have to kind of, really believe that you can get these people results. So if you are struggling with that side of it and you're not confident, you need to basically give away for free, like value, and also free trials to actually prove to yourself, I can get these people the results that I'm promising on the front end. And that's where a lot of people go wrong, is they try and just give them the best offer in the world. Then the fulfillment just fails, and then they don't know what to do. So you need confidence first and foremost. You need to understand what is expected from your client and what's expected from you to get that result. Because they have to meet you in the middle, right? You can't just expect them to do all the work and they can't expect you to do all the work. It has to be a 50-50 partnership, because otherwise there's not going to be equilibrium there, and it's going to cause a lot of problems. So the best relationships you can have with your client is where it's 50-50 in the middle, and you'll get the best results that way as well. So really it's all about this. But to simply book 100 meetings in 30 days, it's all about volume. And obviously in the beginning, I would diversify across these 4 channels, find what really works well for you, and whatever's most profitable, I would triple, even 10x down onto that, because then you're printing money at that point, right? So you need to really focus on what works for your niche and your audience. But if you're in any B2B market, all 4 of these work extremely well. And I wouldn't overthink, like, am I doing this right? Am I doing this wrong? As long as the volume's going out to the right people, you can then just alter the offer, alter the conversation and the SOPs that you're using to get people on the appointment based on the feedback you're getting in real time, right? Because everything is different for different people. Your offer is going to be different from the next person. Your niche is going to be different from the next person. But the first thing you need is volume. Okay. And without volume, you haven't got anything. No one knows who you are. No one knows what your offer is. So you can never sell anyone. So let's get the volume in there first, and then figure out all the kinks and the nuances in the aftermath, right? And then you can scale confidently, right? You can spend more on ads. You can have 1,000 domains on cold email. You can have 100 Facebook profiles going. You can have 100 LinkedIn profiles going, and just making sure that you can actually get in front of your audience every single day, and that people are booking on your calendar every single hour, right? And that's what it's all about, is having the sales opportunities come to you. And then you can figure out how to best sell the service, how to best price the service, and obviously how to actually get the best results so that people keep coming back, and that the people that you are acquiring on the front end are also referring other people. So you're not constantly being reliant on the front end structure that you've built. So this is what I would do if I was going to book 100 appointments in the next 30 days, is literally go one by one, set up all of these channels in the fastest time possible, and then focus on what works, scale it by removing myself and hiring a VA to manage the leads that are coming in. And I would just take all the sales calls, and then eventually I would actually hire a closer to take the sales calls, and all my time would be on building assets for the business, and obviously focus on client results and managing my team. So as long as you have a no bullshit kind of attitude to doing this, you will see results. It's the people that overanalyze and second guess themselves that don't actually end up getting results, because they don't believe they deserve it for one reason or another. But it really doesn't have to be complicated. Okay. I would just do everything you possibly can to get in front of the right people, and then do everything you can to get better at the thing that you do, whilst also getting better at sales, getting better at being a leader, and just doing the best you can by your team and your clients. So if you can do all of this, you will win. If you overthink this and you don't take action, you will not win. Okay. Good luck. I wish you all the best, and I'll see you on the next one.